Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam.
Hold it, stop the music!
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I please have your attention?
Now showtime, are you ready? Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, let's go.
What it do, people? What it do? All right, look, just I made a mess up in here doing crazy things, and then no, it's crazy. All right, look, here we go. I'm gonna do this demo today. I'm gonna walk y'all through the process. We got a bunch of new people that signed up over the cyber what do you call that thing? Cyber weekend, cyber week, whatever the hang it is. A bunch of new people. So if you brand new around these parts, let us know so that the Ecamm fam can give you the proper hone and the aloha, and then we will dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, let me check on you guys real quick before we pop these socks. Let me move this out the way. Pa, 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 pa. All right, this is all you need to know in order to know how to Ecamm life. Like, I'm going to take you through the whole thing. You can come in here with nothing, and you're going to walk out of here straight gangster. What's up, George? Good to see you in the building. Obs is here, as Obs is always. The incredible Mr. Moderation, the Paul Duncanin, is here. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Brad Watanabe. Brad is a super good friend of mine and shooting partner. I used to drag around a bunch of equipment for him, shooting really cool films that are on Hawaiian Airlines. If you ever fly Hawaiian Airlines and you watch some of those custom movies in the back, it's kind of like Discovery Channel, but their own. Brad made pretty much all of them, and I carried lights and crap and second camera for a bunch of them. So there's that. And then we eat. Basically, we eat. Jim, I see you made it back from the Big Island. Good to see you, Jim. Appreciate you. Jeremy is in the building. Preaching the gospel is brand new here. Okay, again. So new people, if you have any questions about how to use the cams of ease, make sure that you drop them with the Q. Look, I made this yesterday clowning around. But throw your Q colon in the front so that way we know that it's a question. You'll see why. I'll show you why later on in this process. But if you have a question, please drop the Q because Paul gets super aggro. How you doing, Sean? Good to see you here. All right, cool. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into live demo mode. What this does is it allows you to see Ecamm the way that we see Ecamm, okay? The other thing I'm going to do real quick for you guys. Sorry, I'm monitoring my bandwidth because it is raining like the last 3 days in a row here, and it has been kind of getting a little mucky muck with the internet, so I just want to keep an eye on it. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is close all of these windows, and then just so that we can build this joint from scratch, I'm going to take this all the way down to here, and I'm going to delete it. Boom. So you'll see we're starting with nothing. And I'm going to take this one, also delete it. And then I'm going to hide my mechanicals, which I'll teach you in a little bit. So basically, all we have here is the intro, this scene, and P. Okay, all right, cool. So reason why I close all the windows is I don't want you to get freaked out that you have to know how to press all of the buttons. You don't. You can literally just start here. Now, the other thing that I like to help folks with is we have this thing called profiles, right? Profiles are super legit. All right. You'll see here, I do all bunch of types of shows, right? The most current ones, I'm doing an Ecamm Demo to Masterclass, my personal stream. I was setting up something for Cyber Monday. I was doing some recording there and then doing the affiliate trainings. But I have a whole bunch more for Amazon Live, Instagram Live, LinkedIn, me practicing some stuff, Simple Podcast Flow, the actual show we do the flow. And when I do my tutorials, I call them They Don't Read because y'all don't. Okay. And then, hey, beat it, Alfred. So here's the thing. I want you to think about this because this is where all new people get confused. Profiles are like houses, right? Scenes are like rooms, and overlays are the furnitures in that room. If you keep that in your head, you'll never get confused. People get confused about scenes and overlays. And what a lot of people will do in the beginning is they'll make one scene and they'll put all of the overlays on the same scene and then spend a lot of time trying to struggle through 99 overlays. No, we don't do that. You make a scene. If you want to change the picture, you want something to look different in the picture, probably best you make a scene, right? And that's just like having a different room, you different layout, the furnishings and that, and it'll really, really help you. Where we had new people. Hey, Touchtone DSG. I literally just got the software last night. I haven't set it up yet. So I'm looking forward to streaming to my audience. It seems like a better fit than that other word. We don't crash. I'll give you a number. Now, your mileage may vary because I'm a tech person. I know what I'm doing. My machine is nice and beautiful. In 3.5 years of streaming, I probably crashed Ecamm twice, maybe thrice in the entire time. I have well over 3,000 streams on this software. And so, yeah, I don't see it crashing unless you're trying to do something really crazy. All right, there you go. Yeah, make sure you join all of the things. Join the Facebook group. You can always ask questions and practice in there. And then join the Discord. The Discord is a little bit more fun. It's just easier to interact to me in Discord. If it was up to me, Facebook would blow up and disappear. Okay, so now let me show you how to do something that's real basic. Since we started here from scratch, we're going to build a scene. Now, when I first press this button, it's going to look different from yours, and I'll explain why in the splitsies. All right, so let me do one of these. Boom. And then I have to open the overlay window so that I can see. You can see what my eyes can see. And then I'm going to go in here real quick and delete all of these overlays. We don't need it. Boom. Those are all gone. And then I don't even remember what this is. Oh, yeah. I made that a long time ago. And I'll leave those up there because they're not important. So this is what you're going to see. Normally, it's going to come to this. All right, you're going to see just a single camera. And also, you might also see the camera switcher on your screen. I tend to turn that thing off. I don't like seeing it. Yeah, I got to hit this. Bam. Not that one. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to turn on preferences because I turn it off because I don't want to see it. But I don't even remember where the heck it is now. How funny is that? There it is. All right, so you're going to see a camera switcher that looks like this, and this allows you to select your various cameras. And I don't know why that's all the way over there, but hey, Jackie Chan. And then, so I have a whole bunch of cameras up here. You might just only have one. And so this will allow you to change cameras. You can actually run a 2-camera type situation. Focus, manual focus. You know what we do here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that. I don't like autofocus. That's just me. But anyway, so you can add multiple cameras. You could add a next one if you wish. Let's say I want to have 2 of me. Like, I can totally do that, right? But nobody in our community does that. We just don't. Okay, let me show you how we actually do it. So I'm going to open up preferences again. This is the only thing I'm going to say that I think is a you must do this, as opposed to, there's no really set fast rules. It's all about your creativity. However, I'm going to step my foot down on this one. Under video, where it says default source mode, yours is probably set up as camera if you're brand new. I'm going to tell you, set it as blank. It's not even a complicated explanation, but you'll see why in a minute. So I think that all new scenes should start with blank. Now, if you happen to start a new scene and the camera's there, but you just want that blank screen, if you look up in the source menu, there is blank up here, right? Ooh, get back up there. There is blank. And blank is Command-Shift-B. So you'll hear me say that an awful lot of times. Command-Shift-B, it takes you to blank. I think this is the only way to run. I mean, if you like to rock the party that rocks the body, to me, this is the only way it should be. You should always start with blank. It just makes life so much better. Now, I'm going to bring over my Ecamm assets folder. I'm going to pop into here. Now, I made this. This is not something that software does. I made a folder for each of my shows, and then inside that folder, I put a bunch of folders to keep everything in place. This makes it easier so you don't get lost while you're looking for stuff. Anybody that does editing or whatever, you probably already know this. So let me pop into backgrounds real quick, and let's grab a Christmas background. Boom, done. All right, now what I want to do is come down here, and I want to pop on a camera. So if I screw in here, you'll see these are my options for things I can put on the bottom. I can put an image. I can put an animated overlay. I can put a screen share overlay. Let me peace out a little bit. I can put a screen share overlay. I can put a text overlay, a text box overlay, a shape overlay, a clock, a new widget, which you'll see in a second, a camera, and then a folder. So I'm going to hit camera. And then there it is. There's my camera overlay. And then you use your scroll wheel or grab a corner to embiggen or unembiggen it. Let me 86 the screen share that I accidentally put in there. All right, so you can move it around. You can make your camera big or small. You can click on the little pencil here and select which camera. So if I wanted to pick a different camera, I could do that, right? And then I'm going to fix my overhead camera because I don't know why it's cockeyed right now. You can also come in here and adjust the shape. You got classic 4x3. You have square if you like that. You have circles. My ultimate favorite, folks, is squircle. And then you have tall if you need to hit that. And then you can do custom, in which case you can grab a corner and go to town. You can go Geordie LaForge. You can do whatever. If you not know who Geordie LaForge is, we can't be friends. All right, I'm going to squircle this because that's how I like it. I'm going to pop it here. You'll see this little blue line pops up. It helps me know where the center is, right? And then I have the edge. If I pull this to the edge, there's another edge. There's a top. There's a bottom. These are arbitrary, but they're kind of like safe lines. You know what I'm saying? All right, so for instance, if I was going to go back to 16:9, now you'll notice in this particular scene, let me 86 all of this mess. I like to clean up my mess every once in a while because it just gets a little bit psycho. Now, you'll notice in here that right now the background is missing, right? And the reason for that is on this particular scene, I'm going to move my Stream Deck just a tad bit closer today. I keep reaching over my keyboard. I'm going to accidentally press something. Ooh, wrong side. Alfred, I'm going to quit you. So if you look here under the current scene, it says this is the background. If you put it on top of the camera, of course you can't see through it. You put it on the bottom of the camera, it's there. But if I put it in show in background, nothing changes on this particular scene. However, if I go back to the top, boom, it's there. That means it's on all the scenes. So even if I came down here and bust a newbie, look, it's still there, okay? So ultimate setup is to do it that way. Now, the other thing I'm going to teach you, do not do this to yourself. I do it all the time and it messes me up. Label your stuff because it will get real stupid real quick. If they all say new scene, any old school Photoshop users, you guys know what's up. So I'm going to go ahead and make that dir and then I will pop it back out. I have to fix my shortcut key because turning this little knob is driving me crazy. Alfred, you're going to quit for right now. I'm tired of you. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to go back here. So just remember that if you put it in show and background down here, then it will show up as your background permanently. Also, another good thing to note is you can actually put animation back there if you wish. Not my thing, but a lot of people like it. You do you. If you want to throw a movie back there, you can absolutely throw a movie back there. So it could be any type of background shots you put in there. Like it's just an image. You can slap in this swanky little gradient if you want. They are hierarchical, so as you turn the little eyeballs on and off, you can just leave them all in there and just adjust when you get ready. I like to set my shows up and then clean out stuff that I'm not going to use because you don't want to accidentally press something while you were live. All right, so there's that. All right, cool. Let me pop the camera back on. Whee. All right, there we go. So let's go back to here where we're building this little podcasty type thing. So what I'm going to do is find the edge, and then I'm going to embiggen the camera about yo. Right, and then I'm going to move this back. Let me find it. Man, find the line, dude. There we go. I found it. Okay, so now what I want to do is show you how to put in the lower third. Boom. What's up, Mike? Good to see you here. Let's see. I'm most definitely going to be showing people how to use certain DAWs and some tips and tricks. Got you. Definitely got you. Oh, there was a question. Do you recommend streaming in 4K? Normally on my channel, I stream everything in 4K. First of all, YouTube's only going to accept it as 1440. But the reason why I stream everything in 4K is because we are recording in a folder right now, this process that I'm doing. And having that recording in 4K, when I go to edit it, I could do way more work with it, right? A lot of people are like, oh, but the platform only allows you to stream in 720. I don't care because I'm going to chop. Okay, for instance, if I'm streaming to Amazon Live, right, it only wants to stream in 720. Facebook says they only like 720. Now they kind of okay with 1080 when I stream in Facebook in 4K, and it complains the entire time. It doesn't do anything, but it just bitches about it. And then so what I do is having that 4K file at the end means I can get nice with the edit because anybody that's ever read a half a book on video, I can zoom that 4K file in like 50% and nothing's wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's still clean. And so, yeah. I mean, I've zoomed, I guess it's 150, but it's technically 50. Anyway, you don't have any breakdown in pixels. But if it were 720 or 1080 and you went to go zoom it in 50%, you were basically looking at trash. So, yeah, this is why I stream in 4K. A lot of people come in here with the, I only want to do it, whatever. If your bandwidth can't support it, right? Like if your computer is on the struggle bus because your network is, a little booty, then it makes sense. So like today, knowing that it's storming like a mad dog outside and it's messing with, I live on an island, it messes with the internet. I pick 1080 and I only need to stream at like 5 megabits per second and, it's fine. When I do this in 4K, it's more like 15. And so not wanting to fight the internet gods from the island, smarter to dip, So you have to make those adjustments according to your own preference. All right, cool. Let me hit the Zoom room over here. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to take a text box, or there's a text shape right here, so you can make these adjustments accordingly. Normally, I am just going to hit it with a standard text box, and then you're going to see here, I'll type in my name, learn how to spell my own name. You have to hit Shift Enter in order to get a second line. You'll notice these little boxes pop up when I hit stuff. That's to remind you what key I'm using. So there's that. Ooh, and by the way, my new people, your mans can't type at all. So get used to it. All right, so I'm gonna throw this in here. Now, what I'm gonna do is prettify this. It's just how I do. I like to have it like such. Why are you being weird? Okay, so let me select all of this. Boom. And then I'm going to boom, boom, boom. This is just how I do it. You can do whatever you like. Mm-hmm. I want then. All right, there we go. All right, there it is. Now, what I like to do is leave the top line. These numbers are super mathematical, right? So I'm going to have the top line on 64, and I'm going to take the bottom line and pop it on 48. It fonts like 8, okay? It's just what it is. It's been like that since you used to have to do them with actual pieces of steel or lead. So, yeah, just know that. And I'm going to custom colorize this just a smidge. Let me get my palettes on straight. I'm going to switch this to Ecamm Extended. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to put this here. And then these shall be white. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Bam. There's my little box. It is way too hugified, as you can tell. So what I'm going to do is shrink it down to about there and then pull it out to about 80% and then line it up on the bottom. This is just me. This is what I do. You can style yours any way you like. It is your world. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Okay? So there's that. Then the next thing I'm going to do, again, because I have my assets nice and placed where they need to be, I can pop in here, grab a little Ecamm logo, boom, use my scroll wheel to unembiggen it. Oh, be careful not to pull the whole window. I don't know, how did I get to that? Pull this here, and then do that. All right, there we go. So now we're cute. Now we're absolutely cute. So here's a cool thing. This is where you come in and you learn how to organize your stuff. I'm going to hit this little folder down here, and then I'm going to call this host. And then I'm going to drag in my camera. Bam. Now you see it stacked this underneath because the camera's on top. So that means I have to put the logo on top and the text in the middle. But everything is in this folder. So much so that if I turn off the folder, where'd it go? Right? I can pop it back on. Then you can hit the chain, lock. Now it's all locked and loaded. And then I got to take the comment and put it on the top. All right. So now when I dip, you dip. If I come over here and hold down the option key, right? I have my option key. I can drag this over here like such and make a whole next copy, right? Another copy for those English speaking, the next copy for those from the Caribbean, right? So now you'll see that I have a 2-stack. If I undo that, then it's gone. You can also just click on this, Command C to copy, Command, what I said, V to paste. It does the same thing, but now this is sitting on top of this one, and I can paste in the next one, and I could paste in the next one. So you can go to town on these, right? And then undo, same as any other Mac program, Command Z for my British people or my Canadians, right? You hit Command Z, and then it's all gone. So as you can see, don't worry if you make a mistake, hit a Command Z, and you back in business, right? So anyway, I'm a Mac person. Every Mac program, hold the option key, drag something, makes a copy. It's been that way since Jesus walked to Nazareth. So just hold the option key and drag. Like, your life is simpler. Now you'll notice I got these little blue lines. They're telling me, yo, that's lined up. Yo, that's in the center. That's how it is, right? So if you use that, this will make your life altogether better. Now, let me do one thing real quick. If you have any questions, it's a good time to pop it in while I wake up my Osbot camera control and ask it, why is it crooked? It's not helping me out. It's not doing me any favors today. So let me wake it back up. Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you. So up here in the top, if you click this, let's do. This is a camera switcher. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like a flag, like a British flag. If you pop it, then you see my camera switcher. If I pop this in here, you'll see there's my camera C, which is my Osbot, and then I'm just gonna bring it back to normal. Boom, that's where it goes. Now, in this case, it's decided it wants to be upside down. So I hit the magic wand, it brings up the camera effects, and then all I need to do is come over here and hit the rotate twice, pop, pop, apply to all scenes, yes. And then now it will always come in the way that I wish, right? So now you can see how I got it set up. Now, here, you can pick whichever number you want. Here's all of my cameras that I have available to me. I like to put my guest one on F. I have no idea why. I just say that as friend. So I put my guest one on F, but it's probably because I like to reserve the first 5 of these for my internal cameras because I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So then there's that. So now I got my guest set up. All I need to do is edit the text to make it different. So let's do this. Boom. There it is. Now we're all set. Now, this next thing I'm going to teach you is a little pro tip of mine. You don't have to do this. This is what I do. And hopefully I didn't throw the picture away. Because if I did, then that means I got to go get another one. Yes, I'd like to move it. Actually, I'll use this picture so that you guys can laugh at how stupid I am. All right. So, boom. I'm going to put this picture in. And I'm going to crop it. And yes, it's me. I don't know what I was thinking. I let my friends sucker me into doing all kind of crazy stuff back in the day. When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But these days, I really wish I was a kid again. All right, so I'm going to pop that in there. I'm holding the Option key in order to crop this. And let's start in the middle. Then I can crop it back this way. And then I can grab the corner and come up just a smidge. You'll see why I do this in a second. It will make all the sense in the world. Ooh, don't do that. All right. So the reason why I like to do this is because every once in a while, the internet will be the internet and it will muck up your connection and your guest will disappear. When your guest disappears without an image, you have a gaping hole, right? And then so it's there. Yeah, Ken and Glenn said that in the last demo, but you can totally just throw in your own grid. We've been doing it for years. I'll show you in a second. Like, I agree. The feature would be really cool if it's there. Is it necessary? No. Why? Because it's super simple to do by yourself. Like just go to Google and download a grid. But I'll show you what I mean in the splits. Anyway, so you have it like this. And then what happens is if your guest connection fails, you'll have an image there instead of a hole because the camera shows up as a hole. So I tend to leave it like that. And then now we're all set up. Yes. 99 sec loose belong. All right. Jim, let me do this. Let me come over here. This is my friend Jim, you guys. Doc here has been running Sonoma since June. How'd you get Sonoma in June? I'm Apple developer. When he walked across the stage and Auntie Tim says, hey guys, today at WWDC, we're announcing macOS Sonoma. That day, I downloaded Sonoma Beta. I have been running Sonoma since June. I have done well over 200-300 streams on Sonoma since June, and it just works. I don't know why everybody be scared to upgrade stuff. That's user error. That's not the computer. Yes, so you can absolutely upgrade to Sonoma. Been there forever. But I literally, as soon as Apple drops a beta, I jump on the betas so that I have a chance to figure out what might go wrong, and it never goes wrong. When people in the community start talking about what they're doing, I'm just sitting back like Kermit the Frog drinking tea, going, that's none of my business because it just works. All right. And to Ian's point, let me show you how to. Did I close that window? You donkey. Why would you do that? Hold on. I accidentally closed my assets folder window. All right. I'm going to show you this. And this is super simple stuff. Literally, when we were back on Ecamm 2 point something, I used to do this. So I have a folder in my assets called mechanicals, and then I bring in my wow. How do you know where to put your face? It's just a overlay. I line everything up, right? You can lock this overlay in place and give yourself room to move things underneath it, right? And then once the overlay is did with, you just delete it. So let me set up a browser scene real quick so I can show in the rest of this is how we do it. I set this one for Keynote, but let me duplicate it and then change this to browser. Puyaka, slap it up there. Hey, check this out. You guys want to see what's mad cool? Remember when I was copying and pasting, I was making copies of my face? If I paste it, it's still in the buff. Isn't that cool? This does not lock together yet. Trust me, I scream at my bosses on the daily that I would love to drop all of this in at one particular thing. We ain't there yet. Hopefully we get there. That part is harder to code than you might think. People love to ask for stuff, but have no idea how hard it is to code some of this stuff. So yeah, it's coming. But just know, not all of it is as simple as when it can be simply coded. You know the guys, they code it ASAP. When it's hard, then it takes time. And our development team is all of two people, Ken and Glenn. All right, so let's come here and let's do Ian Flavor. Come over to the G box and then go 16x9. This is me. I'm from Design World, so I work in Design World terms. You can look for whatever you want. 12 column. Grid. Boom. So 16 by 9, 12 column grid. I go to images and then I look for something that I like. This one works. It's probably not a PNG, but it's super easy to make. If you're a Canva person, Canva free, you can make this. I made my own in Keynote years ago. Let's see. None of these are going to be PNGs. Son of a biscuits. But yeah, you can look. If you Google it, you can find it. I'll just do 16 by 9 grid. And then hit enter. While you have extra characters we don't need. And then here's a 16 by 9 PNG. Right? Here's another one. Right? So this one is a PNG. If you go to visit this pagey, it's an SVG, so you can easily open it in the program and delete it. I just want this one. All right, there you go. Check this out. So this one's not even transparent, but I'm gonna drag it to the desktop, and then I'm gonna come to make a new scene, and I'm gonna just drop it in. Not even transparent, but watch this trick. If you hold down the Option key and the Shift key and work the scroll wheel, it becomes transparent. Oh my God, did he really do that? Yes, he did. So now I can lock that in. I can throw the camera in position, drop the camera underneath that. It's transparent, right? So even if you don't find the exact PNG one you want, and you can get the grid size, whatever you want. I mean, like, yes, would it be really cute if they had the thing in the thing? Yes. Yes, it would be really cute if it had the thing in the thing. But it also would be really cute if I could fit more wood in my pickup. Often what I do is I strap 2x4s across so that it doesn't go all the way in the bed. and then tie things to that, and then underneath, because sometimes you got to make it work, because I have a Tacoma, not a Tundra, you know, like this is one of those things. It's 3.5 seconds worth of you handle this, or, you know, wait for them to do it. So yes, we've been doing it like that forever. There you go. There you go. It's super simple. I do that for all myriad things, bruh. Like when apps don't have those type of grids, but they accept images, I just go get a grid. And if you don't like the ones you find, trust me, you can make that in Keynote in a split second. It's very, very simple. Anyway, so let's get back to the regularly scheduled showgram. Let's do this Keynote box that we were speaking of earlier. So the first thing I want to do is grab my wee little head from over here. So grab the wee me and then pop it here, just paste it. I love that copy and paste action. To me, it's just sort of glorious. And in theory, what I could have did was just duplicated the browser scene, but we're not. We're just going to copy that and then paste it. It's in place. We're going to click on this. We're going to click here, and we notice Keynote is missing. Normally, I hit Alfred and open Keynote, but I closed Alfred today. So let me open up Keynote. Paya. Boom. Shalak lock. Boom. Right. Thank you, Sammy. I think so many people forget that none of this stuff happens without some coding. And then, you know, everybody wants these really quick features that some things are super, super hard to code. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you need to get wood in your element, Brad, you got to strap it to the roof or come and borrow my truck since I'm across the street. He got jokes. But yeah, because it's code, I mean, like, there's some things that sound simple in code that are not that easy. So that's why I always laugh when people say, I wish Apple would just do. And I was like, man, you have no idea how hard it is for them to just do what you think is just simple. It's not actually that simple. Let me check. Well, I'm going to just pull up any random Keynote that's already downloaded. There you go. So I'm going to open a Keynote file here real quick. And you'll see, here's my little Keynote. Now, I have multiple screens, so I can move Keynote to a different screen. Especially you people that are stuck working with one screen. First of all, may the Lord bless you and keep you always. I have no idea how you guys hella try to function with one screen. To me, that's impossible. I will highly suggest you come over here to the Zon and Best Buy even, especially now that it's creepy sales time, and get yourself, this is what I use. Mine is a 15.6 portable, right? I carry this in my backpack. Oh my God. If you can swing a 1920 by 1080, holy crap, I didn't know it was like that. If you can swing 1920 by 1080, like if that makes your socks happy, you can get a second display for $79. That is psycho. That is beyond psycho. There's no reason to be out here struggling with a single screen. This is what I have. It says right here, purchased in February of 2020 twice, right? Look, I carry this thing with me every place. And it's a 4K, gorgeous AF external monitor. And they even make these in touchscreen. Now, me personally, I'm never going to buy one in touchscreens because I don't need it. But I just go to Starbucks. If I bust up my laptop, I'll bust this sucker out, and I got two monitors. I don't know how y'all function with one. But again, you do you, boo. You do you. All right, so I'm going to come here and open up Keynote. Boom. So now you see Keynote is in here. And if I put it somewhere, see how we auto scale? Be real careful of going next to the side of monitors because Mac, it doesn't work that way. This is a difficult thing to understand, but I'm going to explain it to you the best I can. Okay. The way screen sharing works is it can only share things that are on the screen. So a lot of people think I can hit an expose display or put it, like on a virtual display somewhere, and I'm going to be able to share that and not be in the way of my controls. It doesn't work that way. In order to share the screen, the pixels have to be alight. In other words, they have to be visible, which is why in demo mode, when I'm here, if I bring this, hey, wrong scene, dummy. If I bring this to here, the minute I start to take it off the screen, it starts to go psycho because it can't see what it can't see. Okay. So this becomes a challenge because when you play Keynote, right? Like I want this to be pretty. So here's how we do it. Actually, I already have it set, so it didn't do it wrong. Hold on, let me unset it, and then I would change it. Play full screen. Okay, so now if I'm here and I press play, right, and then I switch back to Ecamm, first of all, I can't see because it takes over, right? If I were to go to play full screen and turn off this external screen thing, it's still not right. So it's just drama. Here's how you fix it. In the play menu up here at the tippy, there is an option to play in a window. This is the answer. It is the same thing in PowerPoint. If you like to be Microsoft, go in there, play it in the window. Now when you press play, you have a functioning window. Siri, ain't nobody talking to you. What are you saying, girl? Man, she just be, ain't nobody saying nothing about her. And she come up in here, she got something to say. She's spicy. Anyway, so if I bring up my notes, look, because I'm a multi-monitor guy, I can have my notes here. I can move this baby to the other side. And it's starting to get a little psycho, but I'm going to show you why. So in the pencil, I'm going to change this from Keynote to the one that's named after my presentation. That gives me this. That is this whole daddy right here, big time. Now, Keynote tends to leave it at 16:9, which is dope. All I need to do now, look, I can have this, my notes and stuff open here, right? So as I'm clicking through, I got full control. My notes are open. I could actually put this on my third monitor, which is my teleprompter. And then, yeah, I can be here and just doing all the things, you know, and it just looks hyper profesh, right? I could even come back over to the main one and say, you know what, I likey, but I want this to be cuter. So I'm gonna hold the option key, which lets me crop in just a smidgen to 86, the part where you can see the desktop. You know what I'm saying? And I could even get cute and make my outline off or bigger or whatever. But now that I have that here, I'm gonna adjust that there, slightly embiggen this a little bit, just a wee bit. And then now I have a pretty dope looking presentation to which I can operate with the keyboards, go forwards and backwards and backwards and forwards. Look, I can even use the middle screen and jump down to the bottom. Peace out. A-Town Stump. Right? So very cool setup. And this works for every app. Okay, so for indentations, let's come back over to where you guys are here. Let me see. For indentations, let me open up logistics. All right. First thing I'm going to do is here and duplicate this. I'm going to type this and type lodge pool. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you here. Man, Lodge, what are you doing? Oh, it's updating because we had updates and him not do that there. Anyway, I'll just let it open. It's doing its thing. Let me see. I can pull this over here so you guys can see. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Stop blinking at me. I'm moving this on purpose. There you go. Oh my God. Stop landing on the teleprompter, you dork. Sorry, it keeps landing on the teleprompter. We'll just do boom, boom, boom. All right. So I'm going to take Logi here and move him to the other screen and then just take this button. Gloria, peace out. You know I love you. Friends. Here we go. I can move Logi over here and then adjust it so it's not taking over the full screen. Ah, you dork. You know what I just did? I closed Logic like a dummy. Hold on, hold on. Now we got to make a new project. And we'll just leave it at that. wanted to do was make it not be full screen. Stop that. There we go. I'm just trying to get the size to fit. So you just got to make it so that it fits in a 16 by 9. And then, everything is everything. If you're a little bit wide, just grab it and adjust it. And there we go. Boom. So now there's your, so I think EDC or what it was, DSG. Man, I forgot what it said back up in here. Where did it say? Where'd it go? Oh, DSG. There you go. Yeah, if you want to teach logic, homie, you're good. You're good. Now, how do you write? You don't know, Ian? Come on, bro. Come on, I thought we was friends. Flip mode. Anyway, so yes, you can do this. Now, you're going to have to do some different routing. That's cool. Like, if you're at Logic, if you're at the level where you can teach people how to use Logic, you probably also know how to work a mixer board well enough to get this to work the way you want it to work. My mixer board, I can play music from any piece of software and it will work. Depending on how your mixer is set up, hey, that's going to be all you. You're going to have to do some stuff that only you know how to do. Only you can prevent forest fires. So, yeah, that will be completely up to how you roll your socks. But, hey, I will let you figure that out. Ecamm does not care about the audio that comes from a different place. That's going to be completely up to how you do it, right? Let's see if this works. Hey, just land there. Yeah. Convert the file. Sorry, it's converting the file because I put in the wrong thing. In theory, you should be able to hear this. And see, that's me because I did not set Logic to output to the DLZ. It's still looking for the Rodecaster Pro. Output, DLZ, apply. Oh, yeah, and if you put a window on another screen and you're telling it to share a screen, it's going to do this. So, just be careful of that if you care. I don't care. But some people freak out. I didn't want them to see my desktop. This is why I don't keep icons on my desktop. So that if I do accidentally show you my desktop, don't nobody see nothing. And this is why you keep your desktop clean. It's like your room. There you go. Now you have been officially learned how to do that. Okay. So as you can see, we can share any program that your computer can see. That's super easy to set up. Now, since we were playing something with audio relations, let's come and press this levels button. If I come back to, let's go to the keynote. Let's do Logic X. And then I'm going to duplicate this. If you watch me down here, I'm going to press this one, the Chrysos thing. That means duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to say Ecamm. All right. And now we are here. We are live. I can share any window of any program. So I go to Ecamm Live, I'll go down to sound levels, and boom, there it is, Tough Acting Connected. All right. Look, if I didn't want you to see the desktop, I do have some blend mode stuff I can do in here. Like I could change these blend modes here. I could do activate the green screen key, which would kind of knock it off, but depending on your program, that could create holes in your stuff. As you see, we have green bars here, so it puts a hole here. So yeah, I mean, it's not something that I do, but just understand that that is a possibility. You also notice that there's a thing to activate system audio capture. I don't use that because I have a mixer board. So there's that. Ryan, I use the DeskView T3. And the reason why I use the DeskView T3 is because it's easy and it's dope. And I have a Lilliput A7 on the bottom. If you were to buy a Elgato teleprompter right now, it is exactly the DeskView T3 rebranded with Elgato logos. So there's that. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that thing, Corsair. So you'll see right now all of my noise is coming from here. Okay, so even if I play Logic, I'm gonna stop talking so the green line doesn't move. When I play Logic, instead of coming through sound effects or system audio, it's going to come through the DLZ. Or not. I don't know what the heck it's doing. Stop playing that. I might have this not set up right. Anyway, normally it should play through there. What happens if I play 2? I'm curious. All right, maybe you guys can hear that. I don't know. Did you guys hear that music or not? Because it didn't bump like it should. But it just might be the way I have it routed. I haven't played with Logic in this thing yet. Anyway, so that would move there. If I bust in a movie, that's going to play on this slider. If I play sound effects, yeah, let's open up the sound effects panel.
DJ Doc Rock. DJ Doc Rock. DJ Doc Rock.
Oh, there you go. You know what? Maybe it's because there. Now you can hear it because yeah, I had this turned on. Let me. The different places you can set the sound effects, and you'll notice under normal circumstances, if I'm not in here being mucky muck, I set this to like 80. I always set these to 80, and the reason for that is that if someone comes in and says, I can't hear Sammy, I can make this louder. But if I let it at 100 and they say, I can't hear Sammy, I have to stop what I'm doing and be like, hey, Sammy, can you turn your volume up? And Sammy knows what he's doing. Sammy is a, relatively intelligent person. Imagine that you interviewing your mama and you told her, hey, mama, can you turn your volume up? She's going to be like, what that? Only thing mama know about volume is using Aquanet to make the hair big like the 80s. So it's better. If you set to 80, you do your tech check at 80, you get all your levels popping socks at 80. If somebody come in and they get spicy with it, you have room to bloom. If you peg everything to 100 and they say make it louder, now you got to go mucking with internal controls. So get your levels sounding good at 80. This is called gain staging, but we're not going to get into that. It's not my business. All right, let's peep over here real quick like to what the word is. My brain got stuck. My brain got stuck. We're going to go to sound effects. Puyaka. Okay. So here, what's up, Bix? Here on the sound effects levies, you'll see I got my air horn. You'll notice next to this, there's a little R. So if I pop R on the key, right? I got those all in here. I got a couple other ones in here, like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped these on like that. So those are my sound effects. You'll see there is a little sweeper thing that plays down here on the bottom. It kind of tells you how much time you got, and you can press stop. You can also place these in folders. So I can go get a bunch of like Christmas music and throw them in a folder and put it on real slow and low while I'm doing my thing. So like, let's say I take this in here. Oh, I tried to play it from the middle screen. You dumb, Doc. See, I can control the volume, so I can talk over this. It's kind of like ducking, but I like to duck. I like to duck manually. Maybe it's because coming from the DJ world, I like to control my own stuff. People be wanting this stuff to be automatic, but I like to press these buttons. This little slider right here, let me embiggen it so you can see. This little slider right here, I got it to 9. That's how you're gonna do that. Let me set it to 8. You guys might figure out about me. I like 8s, and I can even set it to loop, so it just keeps going while I'm talking throughout this show. So while that is playing, look, I can even add something else. That's continuing to play. You see what I'm saying? I can hit the
DJ Doc Rock.
That is still continuing to play. And as soon as the other sweeper is over, the time freaks out when you're playing an extra sweeper, but it will eventually come back to normal, right? So if I hit this, and then it'll go back to where it is. So Just so you know that. Don't let that bother you. All right, cool. So that's that. And oh yeah, anything I put in the folder, if you press play on the song in the folder, it will just keep looping and go back to the top and come around, provided you click this little white thing right here. Right? So I don't have any songs in the folder right now, but just know that if you do that, that's how that works. That's that ish right there. Now, I told you guys I was going to show you why we are such sticklers about the cues. Let me show you why. Let me mess up my beautiful display right now just to show you. Okay, so in these peoples, I could come in here and I could be like, I like Touchtone DSG's comment. I'm going to hit the little star. I'm going to scroll down a little more. I'm going to hit the little star. Boom, boom, boom. Come down a little bit more. I'm going to hit the little star. And so those are those, right? And you see right here, if I didn't know any better, I would have skipped Ryan's question because there's no cue. And then I wouldn't know that I'm supposed to answer that. So the reason why we are so crazy about hitting the cue is so that, if I'm scrubbing by this real quick, I can see it. So here it is. Ryan asked a question, and I would totally miss it because I'm going to go in the search box at the end for the Q&A session, and I'm going to go Q, and I'll be like, Paul is the only person that asked the question this entire stream. I know this not to be the case, but I can't find you. Now, right now, there's only like 20 of you guys, but when there's like 300 of you guys, it's impossible to see the questions without that cue, So I would say, please get in the habit, not just for Ecamm Stream. It helps out all places, right? Get in the habit. Matter of fact, Paul, I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to show you what I did. I just dragged that little image in. I'm going to come here. I'm going to give it a hotkey. I'm going to hit Q. I'm going to put it in all scenes, and I'm going to rename this Better Call Paul, right? And then when I bap out, so now if I hit Q, it's gone, right? So when I'm getting ready to do my Q&A, I can just come over, hit a Q, boom. And no matter what scene I'm in, I could be here, boom. If you got to take a wee, make yourself your be right back screen, right? I used to have this one over here set for A. So some new person comes in, hey, what it do, right? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to show you one of my favorites. Let me set you guys up with one of my favorites right now. Because that covers that. Like this is where we get cray. I'm going to show you something super cool. All right. This makes me laugh every time. I don't know why, it just does. I'm going to hit animations. Boom. Inside my animations, I got these people. Why did they go back there? Undo that. Oh, you can't undo that. Command Shift B. See, that was the problem. Come over here, grab these people, make sure you put them in the show and current scene area of the overlays. If you just drop it in, it tries to be a movie. All right, it's going to tell you that you cannot have an animated overlay that makes sound. For our particular purposes, we not care. All right, so I got my folks over here, right? Let me big my question mark back. Hey, it's 10 o'clock. Go back to the bottom. We know the answer to that question. Yo, I got you right. That's super funny. So I want to autoplay and I want to set this to loop. Okay. Now, while these people are just kind of in the way, click on the pencil right here, Puyaka, go to blend mode, hit green screen. Oh my God. I'm going to put these on the bottom and I'm going to embiggen this till it takes over the whole thing. And then I'm going to drop them down here. About like this. That's good. Now, in this particular overlay, I'm going to put it on showing all scenes, hit the high key, and then I'm going to press C. And then I'm going to hide it. Down here, I have a music. It also has C as the high key. C? Get it? So now, when I'm doing my stream, if I hit C, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid that I love it. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm still laughing at Ryan's thing. It's too funny. It's too funny. Rick, what it do, Rick? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Man, you got to go back to the beginning and start back at the beginning again. Uh, I had a lovely chat this weekend. I feel the pain. 100 people chatting with each other. I learned my lesson. Yes, yes. It's so much because when a bunch of people are commenting and you're scrolling through looking for legit questions, you can get stuck for like 30, 40 seconds just going, I know there's a question here. Oh, wait, hold on. Where it is, whatever. So that can give you all myriad sorts of headache, right? So I think it's highly importante that you do it. Not that one. Man, where'd my Ecamm one go? There it is. Hey, somehow it changed the name. All right. Anyway. So also you can look for things in here like audio. You see what I'm saying? So you can look for something very specific if you remember the word. So there's that. In the favorite section, I could come here and I'll see the favorites. I can put those on, right? And then once you're done, you just unstar it, right? And now this is only something that you can do in YouTube. It doesn't work on other platforms, but in YouTube, I can answer here. And then that comment will end up in the little biscuit box here at the bottom. So in which case I can put it on the screen. So you can answer back. Tessie, can you say that louder for the people in the back? Listen, I just from the name, you're relatively new to us, or maybe you're just always quiet. I try to tell everybody that's streaming to turn your show back into a little black dress. So many people want so many things, whirling dervish, upside down, twirling, twisting, special effects, green screen, all kind of unnecessary things. And I'm like, your craft isn't honed well enough for you to be trying to do full surgery, right? I mean, like, if you can't hem pants, you can't do surgery. You should start with hemming pants. And I appreciate this because I'm with you. I normally don't like to have any of these bells and whistles and twirly things. I just like to do my stream. I keep my stuff super simple, but I have to teach all of this otherness. But if it was up to me, I would teach everybody, look, put on your monitor, learn how to talk well, learn how to ask questions properly, learn how to engage with an audience properly, and we'll worry about twirling dervishes later. But people is hard-headed. People is hard-headed. So we get this. The best I do for acting in my screen is voice activated lights. That's about as cute as we get. And the TV back there, it used to always be playing something, but I needed something cute for Christmas. Anyway. Good job, Eric. Yeah, me personally, I don't think I didn't buy any. Oh, I know what I bought. I bought Liz Wilcox's course on emails, and I joined my friend Igor's community for a hyperactive AI enthusiast. Super cool. Right? I appreciate it. When we had camp for Ecamm, I'm doing my training on like building your studio out and stuff like that. And I gave everybody that example of, you got to go somewhere hella important. You all up in your closet. You check out 11 different outfits. And what do we go back to? For dudes, black slacks, white shirt, and whatever kind of tie to spice it up. And for girls, the little black dress. Like, that's what you go back to because it works. And then when you step into the building, everybody's like, oh my God, you look fantastic. So it's super funny, like how much people freak themselves out over something they probably can ignore. Whenever you put on, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, George! Now you're taking it back. We're gonna have to get people with wilder hair and bell bottoms instead of that rave crowd. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna show you guys again, George is making me laugh. This camera switcher thing down here, you may or may not use it. I use it all the time. It allows me to easily just pop from camera to camera, like with a quickness. And I want to slip my guests on. To me, it's so much easier to build scenes. These are all the sources that I have available to me, right? I can wake up my phone. I can wake up this other camera that's up here in the top. My MacBook from the other room is there. So, I mean, not my MacBook. That's my Mac Mini. My Mac Mini is in a whole separate room in the studio, but I can make it live if I wish, you know. So this is the camera switcher to me is the answer. Here, though, the way macOS works, if you're using apps like, if you're using hardware like Camlink, they often rearrange themselves. So what you have is camera 1 might accidentally become camera 4, and it's just psycho. So what you do is you just come over here, you go to AB, and you can select them by their name, and you can put them in whatever alphabetical order that you wish. You can even duplicate the same camera twice and like take this particular one and set it to black and white. You see what I mean? So I have the same camera at different levels. I could come down to this one and set the zoom up here to like, I said this one, set the zoom to like, yo, damn, that dude's ugly, right? I could even do witness protection program on this one, but this one is not, right? So why would I do witness protection program? That seems stupid. No, because I might want to show you a graphic that has transparency. Oop, that wasn't it. Paul, I thought I sent you one with the transparency. He's stupid. Anyway, I might want to put some text on that has a transparency, and I might want to use that as the background, so that it's easier to read the text, right? Anyway, so there's a bunch of reasons why you would do that, but I just kind of wanted to show you that you can set these up however you want. And if you come down here and you're like, okay, this is way too many placeholders, just remove them. If you start to confuse yourself, you can just remove whatever you don't need. I don't need a J, and in this particular case, I don't need an I. And then you say, okay, I want it back. Plus sign, new placeholder, and then now it's back again. And if you don't need your placeholders to be as big as mine, you can make them wee, or you can make them huge. I like mine like that. I like to move it. You like to do it. Sorry. If you're new around here, I have musical Tourette's. It's really bad. That was really, really bad. Okay. 2 camera setup. Is it easy to use a switcher for making scenes for each camera? Here's how I do it, right? I will take this scene. This is exactly how I do it. So, not how I would do it. This is exactly what I do. I'm going to teach you how to use Stream Deck Plus, okay? So, I'm not going to actually teach you, but let's just say I'm going to teach you how to use the Stream Deck Plus. I'm going to take this scene right here and duplicate it. And then I'm going to say overhead. And then on the overhead scene, I'm going to drag in this. Okay. So now I have my little Stream Deck Plus here. And, like I'm about to do this little demo. And then I want to get back to my other one. Command backspace pulls me back and forth. Or I can open up the Stream Deck doohickey here. Stream Deck Plus, right? And then I can take this scene, click it, and then set it for host. And then I can take this scene here and click it for overhead, right? And then I can take this next one here, and then let's click it for what I got open. Logitech. Let's do that. All right. So now, doink, doink, and I just realized I said one of them wrong. Oops. I meant to hit host, but I hit overhead. Right. So yes, right. If it's up to me, I'm gonna just make separate scenes. I tend to make scenes for these kind of subtle changes, right? People that like to do all of these special subtle changes, right? That's what I do. All right, let me show you. I have a button here for overhead. If I were to click on this guy and then click my little overhead, I can select my overlays. They're going to come in here, select the item. I can pick any one of these, right? So I'm going to put it for Better Call Paul. So now when someone has a question they put in without putting the question, I can hit them with one of that. Question. Tell me what you know about me. And what the dollar ain't gonna wanna see. Question. Sorry. You got that thing. I got it. Hey, from me. I got it. I'm sorry. So there you go. It's like super dope. Like this stuff is so easy. It really is easy peasy cover greasy. And people tend to make it hard for no reason. I don't understand. I just try to be here to answer these questions. You can make this stuff so simple and you can pull off amazing showgram without doing anything cray cray. Without doing anything cray cray, you can pull off an amazing show. All right. The last thing I wanted to show you is boom. I caught it though. I caught it. Hit this. Let me check out these preferences real quick. I'm gonna show you one other thing that I think is super helpful. Okay, here is your destinations. As you can see up in here, we got lots. I had a friend, colleague, called me the other day, panic zone, because she had a live stream set up to go to LinkedIn, and it wouldn't have the stream button here in the bottom where it goes. She was like, I can't see it, I can't see it. And even me, I haven't had that happen in forever, so I completely forgot about it. But you could come down here, and then you're going to have to log back in. So if you can't see the stream button, check to see if you logged in. Now, the other thing is, you want to add a new destination. These buttons here say that we can stream to YouTube, Facebook, Twex. That's my new name for it, Twex. LinkedIn, Twitch, Amazon Live, Instagram, Restream, Switchboard Live, OneStream, and Ralph Tango, Mike Papa. Okay? Romeo. But what you need to know is that if you press on RTMP, you can put in any server URL and any stream key. So we get questions all the time. Can you stream to Vimeo? Yes. Can you stream to Kicks? Yes. Can you stream to Rumble? Yes. Can you stream to OnlyFans? Yes. Can you stream to TikTok? Yes. Can you stream to Chatterbait? Yes. Any place that allows me to put in a server URL and a stream key, you can. Does it have a pretty button? No. These pretty buttons don't do anything for you, but automatically set up RTMP, stream key, and URL, because these programs gave us the code to do that. Those other places didn't give us the code to do that, so we don't have it. And we also are probably not going to stick in OF and Chatterbait. Soda Cam Girls, whatever it's called. Like, this is not our swing. We're not going to put it in there. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. RTMP is a standard. If you write an address on an envelope and you put in the requisite postage, the postman always rings twice. Or the postman will get it to where it goes. This is the exact same thing. This little box here is you filling out the address on the envelope. These are self-addressed stamped envelopes. These are when you pay the bill for like Chase and they send you the envelope with Chase's address on it. That's what these cute buttons do. That's the only thing there is. That is it. So you can go anywhere you wish, but you just got to ask them, where do you get the RTMP and stream key? that will be on you. It's only funny to me. Yo, why you changed my name, Tony? Check this out. This is super illegal. Don't do this, people. But did you know that you can just come over here and do this real quick? Don't do that. That's borderline. I want to say it's borderline illegal, but look, wait. I want to show you something. This is how psycho you can get with it. All right, come over here. Go to General. Take the automatically hide comments and turn it off. Okay, and then you come over here and you click this, and then you come over here and you go like this. See, I can't even type. There we go. Don't do that. I don't know why I decided to teach you something you should never do. Hey, Rick, stop trying to steal my stuff. It's patented. Actually, it's not. I did have it business registered in Hawaii, but that's super funny. All right, gang. You got any more questions? Let it loose. As you can see, I'm getting loopy over here. So it's been a Friday. It's been a Friday. First of all, everybody that's new around these here parts. Oh, I forgot to set my setting back to automatically 86 comments after 15 seconds. We do this every Friday. So please, by all means, slide through, come in, bring your questions, let us know what you need. It's all there. Today I didn't book affiliate trading because I have something to do, so we'll move that. And next week is the 8th, so I'll be here next week, but the week after that will be Paul and Luis, maybe Tati. I don't know. That's between them three. By all means, make sure you are signed up to jump into the Discord or the Facebook group. And this week in the Facebook group, something really cool happened. Emily was having some struggle, and she was asking questions, and I could just see that the comment feed was getting not bad, but just everybody was sending her 8 directions, and it wasn't the right direction. So what I told her to do was, Emily, just go live in the group and wave the white flag. Be like, fam, I am stuck. Somebody help me. Put your link on the screen. And you know what? Everybody dove in to help her, right? So sometimes it's easier to just go live in the group and have somebody walk you through the process live instead of struggling and, having 1,100 comments come in and boom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and sometimes it's easier. Just go live in the group. That's what it's for. Also, another person was chimed in the group this week. First of all, big ups to the Ecamm fam. Everybody that dove in to help out Emily. You guys made her entire week. She had a big event coming up the next day, and she wanted to launch her event. And she was so happy that we were able to dive in and help her out. So that's what the community is for. By all means, don't forget that. The second one that came up, sorry, losing my voice, came up this week that was a little bit cray-cray. Dude was doing something and he ran into a problem. I didn't have the heart to tell him it's user error, but whatever. He ran into a problem and he's like, oh, I'm going to try again next week and we'll see what happens. And I'm thinking, this is how you set yourself up for failure. Don't try next week. Try today or tomorrow and just delete it, right? You don't have to let it live. It's especially on platforms that are fickle like Facebook and LinkedIn. Don't wait. And if you have an event on Monday, don't stream on Monday. Stream on Saturday and Sunday. Test to make sure everything is doing what you want. Set it to private if you can. Roll through your scenes. Bring on the guests ahead of time if you can. Do not wait till the last minute to test and then something goes crook and then you be like, oh, Ecamm ruined my life. That's on you, pimp. Like, please test it out ahead of time. It's so simple. It is so simple. People in the group will gladly jump on and help you test. People will let you check your audio levels. People will tell you that your camera is dirty. Clean your lens. Like always, clean your lens. This lives on my table. You know what I'm saying? Always clean your lens, right? Get some good Sony lens cleaner. Anyway, I just want to remind people, please don't wait until you have to do it and then be mad that it didn't work. That would be just really, really crazy. And maybe it's just me. Like, I'm going to Japan in 10 days. Yo, my thing is packed. My stuff was packed since last week. Why? I pack it and I take stuff in and out to make I don't forget anything. I pack ahead of time. I live out of the suitcase for like a week to make sure I got everything that I want in there. You know what I'm saying? Preparation. An ounce of preparation would do good. Boom. Did you know the T9s are on sale? Shut the front door. Let's check. I been on these bad boys. These are the Crucial X10s. You don't need X10s. You can completely get X9s, which are cheaper, but it's like $10, $15 more to get twice as fast. I don't know why people be so cheap. Samsung. What is it? T9. Oh, these are the rubbery ones. I like these. These are the rubbery ones. Boom, boom, boom. What a bargain for me. Yo. Gee, where's the Zon price? There it is. Zon. 2 Terabiscuits T9 for $150. Shut the exact front door. This is what I got right here. X10, $129. Even cheaper. You bought one of these on September 30th. I love this drive. This drive is good, but T9s are also good if you're into this sort of thing. I don't think nothing is smaller than this, which is the reason why I bought it. And I bought it because, you guys ready for something super sexy? And then I'm going to go. Let me show you something super sexy. Ooh, girl, what that song? Boom. You just take it, clamp in the handle. It just clamps on. Take the next handle. Boom. And then this little guy, just Velcro it to the back. And then I have a special cable that I was playing with today. What the heck did I do with the cable? I was literally just playing with it. Uh-oh. Man, how you going to lose a cable on the desk? Anyway, I have a really small, flexible USB cable that you use for this, and I just hid it from myself in a matter of minutes, which is super stupid. Anyway, yeah, so you just slap this on the back of the phone and then use the Blackmagic camera app, and you are game recognized game. And the handle's upside down. What's really cool about this bad boy, that's the trigger. So you can gangster. And it stands up straight. It stands up straight on top of when you need to let it shoot something for you. So super dope. And just to make it real extra sexy, I set my speed button on the iPhone 15 to Blackmagic camera app. So bam. Man, you talk about capturing that content like a boss. That is how. That's why. Oh, I got one other thing to show you. See, you guys made me think of something else. These are on sale if you can find them. These are really, really good. Really, really good. The 4 terabyte is $250. Shut the front door. Oh, yes, it is. There are no lies being told. 4 Terabiscuits for $250. Fam, that is delicious. What is the speed? This is a 1050 though, right? Where do you write down the speed, Samsung? 1050. Nope, it's a 2000. That's gangster. So 2000 on a Mac is going to come out to like 1500 because the 2000 normally needs to have USB 2x2, but still, that is glorious. Glorious. Ooh, he might have to buy one of these. But yeah, this one is rubberized too. That's right. T9s are rubberized. Okay, let me show you what I was going to show you, and then I'll quit. I promise I'm going to quit after this. Yes, it's a 2000 gangster. Which tool? Which tool? Oh, the Blackmagic app is free, Rick. Dude, this is the best discovery. Blackmagic camera app. The best thing that happened in iPhone for the last year is the free Blackmagic camera app. It costs free $95. Download it from the ePlay store. I hate when the URL has all of that extra sauce on it. So BMCCA, bam, bam. Get that. And then on the iPhone 15, you have a speed button, shortcut button. You can set it for whatever you want, right? On the iPhone 15, there's a little wee button right here. And I just set the wee button to open up the Blackmagic camera app so I can get down with a quickness. You know what I'm saying? That is it. Okay, this is what I was going to show you. Oh, come here. Oh, it's strong. Listen, I'll take this off first just so I can show you this. This is a moment. Let me do the vertical cam. Right? The Blackmagic camera app is so saucy. Okay, listen. This, focus, Daniel, son. Come on, Ozbot. Stop being an evil demon. Here, let me do the app. Oh, do not drop the phone live on the internet. People will laugh. There it is. There's the folk. This is, as you can see, it has quarter 20s. It has 3/8s, 3/8 by 16, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarter 20s, 2 3/8 by 16s. All right. This is what makes this sexy. This is made by Moment, right? So then all you gotta do is be like, excuse me, fam, do you have a moment? Why, yes, I do. Did I leave my other camera upstairs? Yes, I did. Anyway, you just, boom. Tough acting, connecting in there like the wares of swim, right? Just pop it on. So then I have a super clamp. You can do whatever. And so I just hit the switches on the next block like such. And then now you can make your camera to anything. So, for instance, I can just do one of these, give it a little vertical action, and then I can camera this to a fence. You know what I'm saying? I can camera it to a fence. I can camera it to whatever. And the magnet is strong as sin. You know what I mean? So, by all means, this is one of the best camera mounting features I've seen for a hot minute. So what I was using it for is the other day, I just took this and I just clamped it to this thing I have in my room, which is right here that's holding the Ozbot. And then I was able to slap my camera up there for a little iPhone trick. But this, almost hit that lens. This will work with tripods. It'll work with anything. And it's just a straight magnet. Boom. And it's strong. So it, to me, is quite the dope accessory, right? It's made by Moment, like Moment Camera. And I'm sure there's probably some other versions out there. And listen, this is with the common verbiage in the internet. I'm sure there's some knockoff versions out there. Dude, this is metal. It don't do nothing. Who cares who makes it? If you find one of these, right? It's basically a cheese plate, a MagSafe cheese plate. That's what we call it in the industry. If you can find one, I don't care who make it. It could be made by Paul Duncan. Get one. Because trust me, there comes a time when you need to mount your phone to something. And yeah, that's it. MagSafe cheese. Let's see if they use the right words. Of course they don't. Let me show you. Let me show you. This theoretically a cheese plate is just something with a bunch of holes in it, right? Let's just see. MagSafe moment mount. Here's the one with the single hole. There it is. This is only has this many holes, with 7. But if you can find the one with all the pukas in it, man. Sorry, puka is a Hawaii word for hole. It's so good. It's so good. You might have to go to the Moment site. I think I ordered it directly from Moment. Hey, Nira has something similar. It's only $19, which is cheap. But you got, 1 quarter 20 right there. But still, like, it's, if you're going to use the middle most cases anyway, fam, for $19, it might be worth it. Just look how easy it is to just clamp this onto something and get busy with it. You know? Super, super handy. Super handy. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. I was asking, what is that to hold the phone with the handles? Ah, got it. This is from Smalls of Rigs. I don't know if it's on the Zon yet, but if you go to Small Rig, Rick, it is the Brandon Lee USA exclusive price drops. I didn't ask you that, Small Rig. I asked you for the Brandon Lee action. Tracking POV kit. That's funny. Small Rig be coming up with some crazy stuff. It's this right here. The Brandon Lee iPhone 15 kit. I got this. I just bought the whole thing because, like, you know, I ain't got time to piecemeal it. But it's glorious. It comes with the lens, the neutral density type joint. It's got the whole 9 yards in there. So yeah, I can't wait to take this with me to Japan. The sun in Japan is super psycho, so this is going to come in handy. So it's going to be an absolute treat to get out there and create some content using this bad boy. So I'm taking this with my phone and the Osmo Pocket 3, and I am not taking my A7 IV or my ZV E1 or my 70 to 24 to 70 or my, 28 to 175. I'm taking nothing. I'm taking an iPhone. No, it is made for the 15. However, they do make a cage like this for this, and then there's what is known as the universal cage. My universal cage is upstairs. However, that was, if you look at my kit, if you go to docrock.live/shop and you drop onto my kit, you'll see I have all kind of recommendations for mobile fit out. And this is a cage that is available for the 14, but I have the universal. So my cage version like this, I believe, is set. Mine is set up for a 13, but the universal one is even cooler because you don't care. Like, you can put in whatever phone you want. So let's see where they have it on this page. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Universe. So it's not on Small Rig, but it'll be on Amazon. And if you look at my kit, it should be there. Universal with handles, and it just makes life simple. It does make life simple. I use that universal rig a lot. It's kind of one of my favorite things because on the universal, when I was setting up with my Blackmagic camera and the hard drive, recording directly to the hard drive, it just works. The Blackmagic camera will let you record to the hard drive even if you don't have an iPhone 15. You can record to the hard drive using a older camera. So, yeah, get yourself a little Crucial or a Samsung and then rig your phone up. Get out there and make some stuff. Get out there and make some stuff. All right, fam, I'm going to dip. It is time to get back to work. The demo has been demoed. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week. Mahalo.
Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham.